As a professional teacher, I never stop learning. I believe that a teacher must be aware of the latest trends in education to meet the needs of the students in these modern times, especially in technology. I must create a classroom of atmosphere that is welcoming, conducive, as well as accessible to all my students. I strongly believe that having a good relationship with my fellow teachers as well as to my students can develop a strong foundation of mutual understanding, respect, and trust with one another. I must be the first one to understand my students, where they're coming from, and create connections by sharing one's culture and traditions. I also believe that by sharing personal experiences in life to my students can develop a meaningful motivation to my students. I must open to diversity and a wide range of opinions and ideas, and I must set classroom standards so that the students can respect and have trust with one another. I should continue to build professional knowledge by attending workshops and seminars together with my fellow teachers to exchange ideas and theories and learn new things to give my students the most up-to-date information. Well, the first key component of a good lesson plan is you need to prepare all the necessary materials for your class as well as for your students. And see to it that your objectives must presented clearly and posted, which should be anchored with a SMART objectives, which stands for it should be specific and measurable, as well as attainable, and it should be time-bounded. The third key component of a good lesson plan is the direct instruction. This is the very meat of my lesson because this is where I am going to use the modeling technique wherein the students will listen to me, at the same time watch me, and apply the concept. The third key components of a good lesson plan is the student practice. So this is very important because there are steps on this. First, there is what we call guided practice, another one collaborative practice, and independent practice among my learners. They are allowed to use the process whether collaboratively or independently. The fourth component of a good lesson plan is the closure. This is very important. So you need to have a closure of your lesson plan. This is where the teacher will do the wrap it up. And the last key component of a good lesson plan is the demonstration of learning assessment. This is where the students, whether able to achieve or did not achieve the goal of your lesson plan objectives. Well, the experience that I had where I made a difference in my students' life was when I am handling mathematics class. At the same time, my class advisory. So during our classes time, when I introduced new lesson in Mathematics 7, I found out that there are students who really failed in my class and also other sections. So there are several of them really have difficulty in mathematics. So I created an organization, an activity where I tap my potential students who are also a very good performer in Mathematics 7. I let them assess some of their classmates to do the tutorial activity. So this is a routine activity wherein from time to time the students will spare 1 hour period before they will go home. And also their parents were informed that we had this peer tutoring for their sons and daughter. So I always remind them that whatever experiences you had in our activity, you must value it, because I believe in you and you must believe in yourself that you can do it. So what really surprises me is that one of my students who I believe who is also very good in mathematics became our class valedictorian, and I'm so proud about her. And also most of my students were able to pass in Mathematics 7, and they were very appreciative of what I did to them.